Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update. And we're going to look at pricing in this video. I don't do that very often. This is going to be forecast price based on the charts that SBI provides. SBI Liquidity Markets is a market maker. Market makers make the market. And this particular market maker that is in Japan, they have an abundance of liquidity and they have great pricing. And it is my opinion that these market makers are the ones that are really plugged in to the short-term pricing. Now, of course, they can't go that far out, but we're going to look at a 24-hour projection here from a market maker. I think most credible. And we have pricing for XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Secondly, I have an interview that has been confirmed with Novatti. Finally, it's taken a few hoops to jump through, but my interview questions, I want to share those with you. Novatti is a payments company that uses the digital asset XRP. So why do we pay so much attention to this? Well, because at the end of the day, real use cases for a digital asset, no matter what project you are getting behind in your portfolio here in the crypto space, it will carry the crypto asset beyond the red hot bull market. And when we're in these crazy red hot bull markets, there's just this speculation that occurs and just about anything can go up, including the example that we just saw with Dogecoin. And then third, I'm going to look at a New York Times writer, Eric Lipton, who wrote an article that is wonderfully researched, and it is about turning to K Street. K Street is where the crypto companies are going for advice and lobbyists, because K Street in DC, Washington, DC, is known as the center of the lobby groups. So we're going to take a look at what he wrote. It's very, very interesting. Okay, so let's first move to this pricing. This is one of the charts that came out just in the last couple of hours from the SBI liquidity markets. You have to understand that the market makers provide really excellent pricing. I mean, they're trying to get as much business to go across their books as possible. So they're always going to show you the lowest price with the smallest spreads. And yes, SBI has an abundance of liquidity, and they are so plugged in, not only because they are making the market, but they also, if you remember, SBI bought B2C2, which is one of the largest market makers in all the world. So I do really trust these particular charts when it comes to very short-term pricing. So what we see here is a range from 3 p.m. on May 10th to May 11th, 11 a.m. It is now 1 p.m. in Tokyo. And you can see the range. If you look at these pink lines here, that is a 90% probability for pricing to be in the range of $1.40 USD to $1.64. And I really find, I pay attention. I listen to everybody out there. I actually keep a little notebook of who is saying what, and I go back and visit that every 24, 48, 36 hours. And so when I am really looking at who is projecting accuracy out there, usually the SBI liquidity market is quite accurate. That's just my opinion. So, okay. I promised to tell you what BTC was also. BTC range is 59,000 to 65,000, and Ethereum's range is 3,800 to 4,500. And we just went over 4,000 for Ethereum, which is fantastic. Congratulations to all the Ethereum holders. All right, Novatti. Yeah, finally, I nailed it down for Thursday. And this is a payments partner that uses the digital asset XRP right now in that corridor going to the Philippines. And the questions that I asked are very short and sweet, but I think going to give us a lot of insight. So, they have many wonderful partners, and I asked what makes Ripple special for them. Also, I wanted to know what the next big digital technology adoption was going to be in their world. And then third, will Novatti be using iRemit for other ODL corridors? And number 4, what other corridors would they like to see go live with ODL? And also, the 5th question was, are they using the credit option of XRP, the loaning option that Ripple offers? And so we'll get that answer from them. And 6th, what are the projects that they're working on this year? And last but not least, 7th, what are the thoughts about the crypto space and payments? So we're going to hear from the marketing manager, and he is really wonderful to work with me because, I think that this is sometimes not so easy, especially for public companies, to cross over into the wild west of crypto. Banking companies or payments companies in general are traditionally very conservative. So I really thank them for kind of stepping out of their comfort zone. All right, this is, I just wanted to mention that Carolyn Bowler, she liked the tweet that I put out that my interview was confirmed, and it got me thinking I really need to have Carolyn on. She is, of course, the CEO of BTC Markets in Australia that also helps facilitate the digital asset XRP for payments. Yeah, she's a bundle of energy. I really like her personality, so I can't believe I haven't reached out to her sooner. I need to do that for sure. All right, Ripple has hired a couple of lobbying firms in just the last 3 months. It's quite interesting. This article from the New York Times, it is written very well, and I know it's behind a paywall, so I can tell you that the best part, at least for me, in learning something new was that this Conaway Graves group out of Texas, they have someone on their staff by the name of Scott Graves, who covers the chief of staff. And also the second lobbying firm is the Michael Best Strategies. They're actually located in DC. And then there's an Alexander Angelson that is on their staff, and he covers the special assistant to the president. So they're really getting, I think, some quality people to get into the ear of the people who are making changes, because, there is a tectonic shift underway. So the president of the Chamber of Digital Commerce said the new 2 trillion plus market cap of crypto, which, listen to the comparison, is more than the approximate only 1.2 trillion of U.S. currency in circulation worldwide. So you can see it's starting to get people to pay attention. And that 1.2 trillion that's in circulation right now with the US dollar, just 2 years ago, it was only 200 billion. That gives you an idea how much money has been printed. And for the difference in how many firms were hired in 2019, that would have been 20. And now at least 65 firms are under contract to influence this new administration. And when Clayton, who is now a paid advisor to the hedge fund that invests in Bitcoin and Ethereum, when he was asked if he would comment from this particular writer, he declined to comment. Well, too bad for him, because he should at least speak up on this kind of topic, I would think, unless he has something to hide. All right, here is just a link to the lobbying disclosure form that Ripple filed. I can put a link to this in the description below. This one is not behind a paywall. If I give you a link to the Wall Street article, you're going to get blocked. All right, we're jumping to the fluff, everyone. Yeah, I'm always so amazed at the kind of wacky contraptions that Japan has. This is a new one. This is a device that can dry and iron your clothes. Yeah, the jeans can be dried in about 100 minutes, I think it said. Seems like a long time, but the temperature is pretty good. I think it's what is it? I wrote it down here somewhere. In terms of Celsius and Fahrenheit, I did have that somewhere. Here it is. So it can get 176 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. That's pretty warm, and it's warm enough to take out the wrinkles, so you don't have to iron. That's how it's being marketed, is that you don't have to iron anymore. Just use this machine that costs about 117 US, and then it is even equipped to handle button-down shirts. What do you think? I mean, really, what do you think? I don't know. I guess I would have to try it. And then the cost of electricity, well, it's a little bit high in Japan. I don't know if that's really a good idea. I don't know. I'm on the fence, in terms of the energy use too. All right, Okinawa, the southernmost prefecture in Japan, beautiful tropical part of the country. The locals love their soul food, which is called onigiri. It is pork, egg, wrapped in a seaweed or nori, as it's called, with Spam. Yeah, it is really yummy. And there are additional options. There's the just standard and plain, but if we scroll down through this menu, you can see you can add things like miso, spicy tuna, plum, cheese and ketchup, tempura, shrimp, fried fish. There's like 30 different. Oh, this one looks really good. Chicken namban. There's about 30 different variations of these onigiri. And I want to show you the one that I would order because it has the spicy cod roe here in the middle. Oh, I just love it with takana. Takana is a pickled mustard green. This is definitely the choice I would make. Now, there is a very, very popular one in Okinawa, which is called potama. Potama, po for pork, and it's a play on words. Tama is short for tamago, which means eggs. So potama they have 4 locations, I think, in Okinawa. And the one location, which is in the Naha airport, always has a line. You can see here it's not uncommon to be 10, 15 groups of people deep. And there was a very peculiar ad in the last 24 hours. It's an ad for a job posted in someone who lives in Tokyo, needs to make 2 daily flights to Okinawa. 2 daily flights would take a total of 12 hours. And that person is to bring back 1 potatama onigiri to Tokyo on each return trip. Wow. Somebody just has to have 2 onigiri a day coming from Okinawa, and they're willing to pay that person 15,000 yen, which is just about 150 US, plus the flight, of course, is paid. And I think it's a little crazy. But if you can't come to Japan and you happen to go to Hawaii, and especially if you go to the island of Oahu and go to Waikiki, you can find there is a potama in Waikiki. It is near the beach walk. If you know where that is, you'll find it there, and you'll be able to order from that same menu that looks so yummy. All right, everybody. Yes, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.